Guys, Brookhaven finally updated and really released a lot of new things. There's a new construction in Brookhaven, and there's also a new helicopter, and I'm going to test all this today. So for that I called my friend, and for some reason he's crying. He said, I'm not crying, but I think he's really crying. Look, I want to see the helicopter now, and to see this, we'll have to go to a very specific place, which is the airport. At this airport, something very new was released, and I want to see it now. So I'm coming here running, but he's arriving here running, and literally arrived before me. Really, that was smart. Now I'm going to get this red card, and since I have this red card, I can test the new helicopter that was released in the game. So much that I'm coming here to the front, and I'll have to enter this totally secret room. Now we have here the helicopter, and also the door. But I'm going to press this button, and you can see that on the right a lot of new things appeared. We have helicopters and much more. This is the biggest update that we ever had for helicopters in Brookhaven. Okay, I'm going to start choosing the first helicopter of all, which looks amazing, especially because it's a military helicopter. Now I'm opening the gate, and I want to drive this here, but I can't get inside. Actually, I have to open the door. So much that I entered here, and this helicopter is amazing. This is the best helicopter of all time. So my friend has to drive this. In fact, he's coming here, and actually let me drive. If you want, you can stay back here, because there are several cool things you can do. Guys, everything here works very well. Now he's sitting right here, so I'm coming here to the front. I'm piloting the helicopter, and now I'm going up here. Really, this works very well. Amazingly, this helicopter is working perfectly. This is the best helicopter of all time. But I want to see what happens if I get out of this. So much that when I leave the helicopter, it doesn't fall. Literally, it's flying in the middle of nowhere. The owner of the game really improved the helicopter a lot. I can press this button, and then the window will open, and I can put, for example, weapons in the window. But my friend arrived here, and we're really very high. I'm going to press this button, and now I can simply go down here. He said, can we carry cars here? Look, I have no idea. But now he's going back there, and I want you to drive this, because I want to see how it is, staying back here while he drives the helicopter. And really, this is amazing. I'm not falling. Really, this update is the best update of all. I can simply walk through the helicopter while my friend is driving this. So I'm coming here to the front, and we're moving forward here on the island, really going very far away. But I remember there's a button back here. There's this button, and there's also another button that I can use when I drive this helicopter. But my friend has to let me drive this. Look, just watch what I'm going to do. Up here we have a button, and if I press this, I can simply carry things. And this is amazing. I'm lowering this, and you can see that there's a rope going down exactly here. This way I'll be able to carry cars. Actually, I can carry objects like these here. And this is impressive. I can literally carry whatever I want. But now I picked up this item, and I want to see if I can carry cars. So my friend will have to drive this. So much that he's sitting exactly here. Now I'm going to go down here. Okay, I went down here, and on the right, I'll have to get a vehicle. Now I got the van, and if this really works, this will be amazing. My friend is trying to carry this car. So I'm going to leave the car exactly here, and I think this worked. He's really trying to carry the car, and this is really working. The car is starting to be carried, but it didn't work very well. Okay, this will be harder than it looks. So for him to carry the car, I really need a little luck. He's trying to carry the car, so much that he's putting the rope on this part of the car, and now I think he's going to manage to carry this. But I'm going a little further away, and I'm sure you'll be able to carry this car. Guys, he's really managing it, and this is amazing. But this isn't working well. Later I'm going to try to carry the cars properly, but now I want to test more things that were released in the update. So my friend has to pick me up, and you can see that my friend is managing to carry the van. Look, this is impressive. He managed to carry the van, and now he's coming here to the front, and the van down here. Simply, this is very cool. I don't know how he did this, but now literally I'm flying, and there's a van here with me. We can take this van wherever we want. This is for sure the best update of all time. Literally, he's carrying this van here in the front, but this started spinning. Okay, this isn't very good. Literally, I can fall from here, and it's good that you take me to a safe place. But I just fell from here, so he's going down here to pick me up. Look, I want you to change the item. So much that he changed here and picked exactly this bathroom. And this is really weird. But now I'm being carried here, and this is much cooler than it looks. Seriously, this is for sure the best update of all. But now I want to test other items that you can carry. My friend will have to change the item now. So much that he changed here and pick this thing. It looks like this is for if you're a doctor. Then you can carry patients here. In fact, I'm lying down, and I can be taken simply being saved. But actually, I'm feeling sick here. This is spinning so much that it's making me sick. I don't know if a patient who stays here will be very well. For sure, he's going to feel sick. But now he changed the item, and this time he picked this rope. Can I climb up here? So I'm arriving here, and really I can climb. Look, this is impressive. This is for sure the best update of all. I can climb up here as if I were a real soldier. And literally, I'm being carried here in the front in the best way possible. cool. This update is impressive. It'll be possible to do a lot of cool things in this update, but unfortunately I can't climb up here. So now I'm going down here. I'm being carried here this way. But guys, my friend is passing close to this nuclear plant, and this isn't very good because I just hit here and literally fell flying up here. So much that he changed the item and picked this other item. But now I'm going to get a car. Okay, I placed this van here and I want you to carry this. In fact, he's flying and the van really went flying. This is impressive and it really works. But I want you to go down here again because this time I'm going to place a car behind the helicopter and this will look really cool. He said, wait, I discovered a new function. Guys, he managed to lower this other item and it looks like you can lower 3 ropes at the same time. Really, this is very interesting. Literally, you can grab several ropes, which is very impressive. But now I want you to go down here. So finally, he's going down. My god, this van ended up flying away. Now I'm going to place this van behind the helicopter. Seriously, this will look really cool. Okay, I'm going to see if I can place this van inside here, but I'm sure it's going to be almost impossible. So much that I'm placing this van here, and now I want you to fly away. In fact, he flew away, and it worked. The van isn't bugging, and actually everything here worked. I can't even believe this worked, because I was sure it wouldn't work. But I'm leaving the van, and everything is working perfectly. It's hard to believe this worked, but now I'm going to jump from here, because I want to test more things that were released in the update. So I'm coming here to get another helicopter, while my friend has fun with that helicopter. You can see that he's spinning there, but now I'm arriving right here. I'm going to have to go down here this way, and now I'm going to get the second helicopter on the right. This helicopter is very cool. So much that I'm flying here, but it looks like my friend ended up falling here on the ground. If you want, you can enter here, but this time it's me who's piloting this. Guys, he's coming right here, but I asked you to get a vehicle, and he picked the smallest car of all. I want to see if he can take the car inside here, and he did it, but he isn't managing to come here. For some reason, the car is very low, and he did it. Really, he managed to come here, and this is impressive. So much that now I'm flying here, and it looks like when he puts the car inside here, the car gets stuck in this part. Actually, he can drive this, but I'm going to take this car to the end of the map, because literally I can do this. In fact, up here you can see that there are these 3 buttons. I think that's how my friend controlled the 3 ropes. There's also a button here, which is an emergency button. Now I press this, and literally I fell out of the helicopter. This was really very weird. So much that the helicopter is alone here, and even my friend ended up falling from here. Look, I don't know if this is very good. Now the helicopter will stay flying here forever, because there are no people piloting. Literally, both of us fell from there, and my friend fell on the ground. So I'm going to have to teleport in this part and get another helicopter. So much that I'm arriving exactly here, and I'm going to have to get a helicopter. I admit that this is one of the best updates of all. We have the jets on the right that were already there before. We also have these boring helicopters down here, and all of this was already in the game. So I'm just going to see what was released in the game now. Guys, I got this other helicopter, and this one is really very beautiful. In fact, I'm flying this way, and up here I can change the speed. So much that I'm arriving right here, and this is the agency helicopter. But my friend is coming here inside, and now we're going to do a very important mission. Literally, we're flying here. But look, I want you to take care of the helicopter, because meanwhile I'm going to get another helicopter. And he understood this. Now I'm coming here to get another helicopter, because I want to see what happens if there are 2 identical helicopters. I'm arriving exactly here, but my friend is coming here too, and I don't know what he's doing in this part. However, he just came here. Okay, this is really weird. But guys, I just got this helicopter. Okay, it's a little annoying to get inside here. Really, it's very difficult. But now I'm flying here, and he has to get a helicopter too, and I want to see which helicopter he's going to choose. Now he got the red helicopter, and he liked this one a lot. Now he's flying, but we're going to do a race. I'm right in this part, but I want to do a test. Before the race, I want to see if I can get inside his helicopter at the same time. So I'm spinning the helicopter this way, and I'm going to leave it right here behind. I'll have to leave it very close to his helicopter. Now I'm sure it's going to work. So much that I'm arriving right here, and I really managed to get here. Look, it wasn't as hard as it looks. Actually, it was very easy. But what happens if I press this button? In fact, you can place weapons, and this is really different. There's also this other button that opens the door. But guys, can I climb up here? And really, I can do this. Literally, I'm on top of the helicopter, and this is really very cool. Now I'm arriving back here to my helicopter, but my helicopter simply disappeared. I saw this disappearing live, and this is really weird. But I'm coming back here to my friend's helicopter, and I'm going to have to jump right in this part. Now I want to see what happens if I get a vehicle on the right. Okay, I can't get a vehicle, and this isn't very cool. I'm going to have to go down here to get a vehicle. So this time I got a Bugatti, and I want to do an experiment. Let's put this vehicle in the helicopter, and I need someone to get a house on the island. But there's a problem. I'm very busy, and this friend of mine is also very busy. Luckily, this friend of mine entered the game, and he's going to get a house on the island. Look, if you want, you can already go to the island, because he just got a soccer stadium there. So my friend can already go there. So much that he's going there in the front. And I had an idea. Back here, there's a very interesting button. I'm going to press this button, but my friend has to stop the helicopter. So much that I pressed this button, and now there's no way I can fall from here. Literally, I'm safe. We're coming here in the front at the soccer stadium, and it's impossible to get cars here. But now in this update, it's going to be possible. In fact, he's arriving right here, and he's going down here. Now I'm going to take this car out of here, and this really worked. It's impossible to get cars here on an island that's in the middle of nowhere. But now that this helicopter was released in Brookhaven, we can do this. Really, this is amazing. In fact, he's seeing this. Literally, I got a car, and he doesn't know how I did this. But look, let's get out of here in a different way. There's this rope down here, and he picked another rope. Now he has to try to get this car. And it's good that you can get this car, but he isn't managing. Unfortunately, this didn't work very well. Actually, now it looks like it worked, but it didn't work very well. Okay, he brought this other thing here, and I'm going to put the car right in this part. So much that I'm sure it's going to work. We're going to be able to take the car out of here. Now you just have to fly away. Guys, he's flying, and really the car is flying this way, but it's very weird. I'm very afraid the car will fall from here, and there's a big chance this will happen. Now he's coming here in the front, but I'm going to fall at any moment because this is very unstable. So much that my friend ended up changing house. But I'm being taken here in the front. I don't know where he's taking me. I just know he brought me right here and crashed the car. Look at what you're doing. You're literally crashing the car here. Simply, my friend is the worst pilot of all. But he's putting me right in this part, and he wants me to stay on top of this white bridge. However, I think it's impossible to leave the car here. And it's good he tries to do this. Just let me go, and I'm sure it's going to work. But go a little further forward. Now the car is falling. Look, this isn't going to work. I'm sure I'm going to fall from here as soon as you let me go. So much that he's going to let me go. And literally, this didn't work. I fell down here, and this didn't work at all. But now I'm going to enter his helicopter, and with this update, it's going to be possible to do a lot of cool things. I can literally do military invasions using this helicopter. So let me drive this helicopter. Actually, we have to see what else was released in this update, because I'm sure a lot of new things were released. On the right, you can see there are new items. First, we have this new item, and it's basically an airport item, so that people can park the helicopter correctly. It's only this way that my friend can drive this helicopter. Really, I have to guide him. Just follow me here in the front. So he's coming right here, but be a little careful and follow me this way. Now you're going to have to stop. So stop. And guys, there are several cool things I can do. Now I'm indicating that he should turn on this side. So much that he's going there. Seriously, this is amazing. I can also change the color of this. I can make it green, and it's going to shine this way. But they also released this new weapon, and there are several new weapons that were released, and I'm going to get them all now. So much that I just got them all, and they're very beautiful. The first one is this way. There's also its golden version, which actually is a little better. Okay, this is very cool, and it's also very fast. There's also this other item that's a little more classic, and this is very different. There's also this other weapon that's this way. In fact, this looks like a sniper, and really it's a sniper. But lastly, there's this item that was released. This is the weirdest of all. I've never seen this weapon before. You can see that it's really a sniper. So much that I'm aiming this, and it's actually very cool. There were also more things that were released. Here on the right, you can see there's this new item, and I don't know what this does. I just know that I'm placing it here, and I can activate this. Basically, this keeps flashing. I think this is for helicopters, and maybe it's a way to control helicopters in Brookhaven. These items should be placed on the runway, so I'm going to place it here on the street, but I can't do this. There are also these 3 items that were released. But guys, my friend is coming here. He abandoned the helicopter, but there's a problem. The helicopter is going to disappear, because that's what always happens. He said they changed the system of the houses too. Okay, later I'm going to see that. I'm placing all the items right here, and these are the 3 items that were released. They're actually very interesting. I'm not going to lie, this can be one of the best updates of all. But now I'm coming here to see the houses, and obviously there are new houses. But if I get any house, apparently the house system improved, and it's very different from before. So I'm testing the house systems, but not much changed. Literally nothing changed. I don't know why they said the system improved. For me, it looks literally the same thing. Seriously, what do you think changed? But guys, it looks like he also doesn't know. He said maybe it only changed on cell phones. And yes, that's a possibility. But now I'm coming here in the front. Guys, I want to see what changed in the other helicopters and also jets. So I'm coming here in the front. And guys, my friend's helicopter disappeared. They disappear after a few minutes. This time I'm going to get a jet on the right, and I want to see if something changed. Probably it must have changed a little. In fact, he's also coming here to see this. But now I'm piloting this, and it looks like not much changed in the jet. Actually, this is the same as before. But I'm going down here to see other things that changed. And he's also coming here. But I'm going to arrive before him, and I'm going to get the helicopter. Now I got this helicopter, but the helicopter system changed a lot. Basically, I went flying this way, but that's all that changed. So much that I can leave this, and when I leave, this stops flying. Really, it actually improved a lot. But there's a problem. We can't do the old bugs anymore, because all the bugs were fixed in this update. In compensation, we have incredible helicopters that were released in Brookhaven. So much that he arrived here, but I'm going to get the other helicopter, because this is very good. This helicopter is simply amazing. And if I press this button, basically I go flying this way, which is really cool. Literally, this is one of the best updates of all. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the member button, and I'm going to add you on Roblox.